Alright, warning caution lights are off, gauges are in the green, got plenty of fuel, landing light is on. Alright, let's see what happens. 3, 2, 1. There's the inner, get that turn going, get my scan going, get in trim here, Owls. Okay, there's our 90. A little airspeed here, get myself in trim. So, we're gonna do alright here, I think.
Awesome.
Alright, coming around for my next 90. Still got my scan going, watching my RPM, because remember the RPM is gonna build in the turn. There it is. Here comes street top level. Flare. Golden throttle on. As the aircraft starts to settle. I have to be honest, that went a hell of a lot better than what I thought it was going to.
Awesome. I thought it was nice. What do you think about the idea of the 290s, Chris?
I think they both had their time and place. It's all about,
I agree.
It's all about where you need to go and how fast you need to get that turn in. If you have the altitude and you've got the time, if you need to level out after a 90-degree turn or so, then do it. But I've also been in situations with training where, you know, the student sets us up to are really close, you know, to where we're going, and the only way that we are going to make that is by doing a complete 180. But if you're far enough away and you're high enough and you got the altitude, yeah, I suggest making your turn, level out, check, you know, scan your gauges, figure out what you need to do, and then do that turn again.
It's an alternative method. I've showed it to someone who maybe was struggling with the 180 full turn, and they liked it. And I've shown people, and then they try it, and they're like, I don't like this. Hey, we just go back to the standard full 180 turn.
Just that, hey, when you're getting ready to do the 180, extend your upwind, extend your departure, so that way when you make that turn on downwind, you're already set up. You're already at the altitude that the examiner wants you to be. You're already at that airspeed that you're supposed to be at. And then all you got to worry about is when the examiner decides to make you enter the auto, that's all you got to do. Yeah, I mean, we've talked about this before. That's the difference between training and your tests in the real world is, you know, when you take your check ride, I tell my students all the time, take your time, have a good setup. Yeah, it turned out pretty good. I was a little slow. I got down to about 45 or so, but in this aircraft we can get a little slow, but I don't like to see that. I like to keep the speed as good as possible. I was out of trim a little bit, so that could have helped us to float a little bit better. But other than that, I got to be honest with you, that turned out better than what I thought.
Okay.
Hey, you need to edit that. We're trying to be politically correct here.
Okay. I'll at least do a bleep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, do that so you don't have to, you know, Jesus.
I can't help but think back